Hello, my name is Lauren Jernigan, and I'm the Division Director of Development at Hesed House. And I've known about Knox basically since I was a young girl and we moved to the Naperville area, and I've seen the impact of this congregation for a very long time. I've worked at Hesed House for over 6 years now, and I'm fortunate to be able to work alongside you. What's really exciting is that we're actually approaching the 29th anniversary of your partnership with Hesed House, and it may be even longer than that. That's just as far as our records go. So you guys are a tremendous partner in the work that we do over at Hesed. Hesed House is the second largest homeless shelter in the state, and we're much more than just a shelter. We are a comprehensive resource center for anybody who's facing homelessness. The mission of Hesed House is to feed the hungry, clothe the naked, shelter the homeless, and give people the chance to hope again. And it's one of those things that we can't do alone. Our vision is to end homelessness one person, one family at a time. And each and every day, we're doing that. When members of Knox come out to Hesed House and serve a meal for our guests, it's one of those wonderful things because you're providing community. A sense of community is really important for our neighbors in need because a lot of times they're overlooked, they're not seen. And when you take the time out of your day to come alongside our guests to serve them a meal, it really does matter. You're part of God's work here. You're part of sharing His love, and that is just one of the most beautiful things because we can't do it alone, and you're part of helping magnify His love here in our community. It gives hope, and it gives dignity. And one thing that we invite you to consider is how you'll be able to come alongside us in the future. I always think about how what we're doing right now isn't for right now, but it's for those people who are going to need our help. No one expects to be homeless, not now or not in the future. But when they do need Hesed House, we will be there. And we thank you for coming alongside us and being prepared to join us to help make that meal for those folks who will need us now and in the future. Thank you.
Hola, me llamo Georgia Harley. My name is Georgia Harley. I would like to share with you the way I see God working every day through Knox Church as it relates to the 2 asylum seeker Venezuelan families that we've had the privilege to work with so far. 13 of us are vetted World Relief volunteers known as the Home Team, and our goal is to befriend these newcomers in Naperville. We have collaborated to try and empower, not enable them, to get to know what life in America is going to be like, to become self-sufficient and to pursue their dreams. We met our first family in February of this year and quickly began to think of ways to connect with them. But also, we immediately realized they could use help from the whole church, and so we started to ask. Lots and lots of asks. Monday night meal train deliveries took off first, and we have now completed 7 months of those. Deacons, kids in the kitchen, a small group that cooked Venezuelan specialties, and all kinds of members that just love to cook for others flooded the schedules. Weekly rides to Loaves and Fishes was another immediately accepted routine that offers a wonderful savings on their grocery bills. A fluent Spanish speaker continues to offer weekly English lessons to the mom. Dental problems cropped up for one of the children. You would know we have a dentist at Knox who donated his talents to help. Both families have had great free haircuts from a Knox mom who just has this special talent. We asked for bikes for the family. 4 bikes were donated right away, and they were all refurbished by another Knox member who just enjoys doing it. We asked for cheerful flowers and pots for their patio. Within an hour after the circle meeting, I had beautiful pots in the back of my car and cash to generously fill them with flowers. Over and over again, we have been overwhelmed by the generous spirit of our brothers and sisters at Knox. The first family was with us for 5 months when we learned that Dad had found a good job in California, and they needed 4 huge suitcases so they could move there and join him. At first, we were stunned. We loved them, and we felt we were just getting started. But we asked for the suitcases and also a laptop for Mom so she could continue her English lessons. and all those items were donated right away. With the help of everyone at Knox, we had succeeded. What a great experience to have been a tiny part of their start on the path to becoming Americans. The second family has been in the World Relief Apartment now since August 3rd. We have worked with them in many ways, in addition to the things that I've already mentioned. A volunteer is helping Dad pursue a CDL license so that he can get a better career. A former public school health technician has assisted the family in meeting the requirements for their vaccinations at school. There is even a Knox member who is on staff at the high school, where she serves as a guardian angel, just in case. We will be working with the family's caseworker soon to look for living space options for after the first of the year. The outpouring of support from every corner of this church, in addition to the home team, renews my faith every day and lets me know that God must be in favor of this mission. I am reminded over and over again that if God has His hand in the plan, the resources will be provided. Thank you, people of Knox, for allowing God to work through you.
I'm Bill Smith. I've been a member of Knox for 22 years, and I currently serve as the Vice Chair of the Board of Directors for SamaritCare. SamaritCare is committed to providing affordable access to quality mental health counseling and psychiatric care. This could be for individuals, for couples, and for families of all ages from diverse backgrounds. The vision for SamaritCare is that nothing should stand in the way of individuals getting the care that they need to live their best lives. Knox was one of the 3 founding congregations for SamaritCare back in 1971. Back in the early days, it was known as Samaritan Interfaith, and Knox has been a partner with the organization ever since. I have seen God do abundantly more at SamaritCare over these past 5 years. Let's call those the COVID years. SamaritCare stepped up and within 30 days of the pandemic starting, shifted to offer telehealth services via Zoom. That enabled the clients to get the care that they so desperately needed. I'm grateful to be able to connect so many of my friends at Knox with the loving and supportive care of the folks at SamaritCare. This is one of my greatest joys in life. Thank you.